What is Five Stone? How in the world have we gotten to where we are today? And you'll never guess where we're heading next. Guys, thank you for your support. Watch this video because we got some exciting news, and see how you can continue to help Five Stone, impact people, and help people in need all the way across this planet. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? This is Eric with Five Stone. Let me tell you a little bit about Five Stone and what we're really about and where we're heading, because this is so exciting and we are helping so many people through Five Stone and Five Stone Frontline Coffee. So let's do this. Here we go. Five Stone is an advanced training company made up of professionals who have dedicated their lives to service. The Five Stone Pro staff is, we have some former law enforcement, former military, medical professionals like doctors and nurse practitioners, medics and flight medics and nurses, and survival experts and combat instructors and leadership experts, special operations rescue. And all these people have come together to be able to help citizens, help communities, organizations, churches, schools to be prepared to respond and serve in dangerous times or in times of need, right? The trainings that we offer are just anywhere from basic all the way to advanced, medical, defense, protection, you name it. That's what we do. But it goes deeper. It goes deeper into a mission of service. That's why it says prepare, respond, serve. We have a mission to serve people in need, and that mission has really grown over this past year and a half, and we have helped so many, and we are getting ready to help so many more. Why the name Five Stone? I get asked that all the time. Five Stone is based off of David and Goliath. David went to the front lines on a mission that his dad sent him on to serve his brothers who were there fighting. That's why he went. He didn't go to fight the giant. He went to serve his brothers, to serve the front line. While he was there, he saw the need, right? He picked up the 5 stones because Goliath had 4 brothers. And he was prepared to respond and serve and annihilate that entire bloodline if need be, right? So David was serving the front line. He was serving as the front line. And that's what we're about here. We want to serve the front line through missions like this one right here, through the Kentucky Brotherhood Ride. The Kentucky Brotherhood Ride is some of our close friends, brothers and sisters who get together and they ride across the state of Kentucky annually to raise money for families of fallen first responders here in the state. They have this all over the country, but Kentucky Brotherhood Ride is really special to us because that's where we're from, and I know these people that are riding. I know people, friends that have given their life on the front lines, and those families suffer, and they raise money to help these families continue to get through. So we're serving the front line through organizations like that, okay? That's one of the things that we do. That's how we serve the front line, but we also serve as the front line, not just through education here, in the States, but now it's going globally. So through our Five Stone Frontline Coffee, right, our coffee raises funds for us to be able to do our missions. We sell our coffee to be able to provide free training for missionaries going overseas and to be able to raise funds for us to have our Five Stone Frontline Task Force. That's right. We have our own Five Stone Frontline Task Force to address needs and go and do the work ourselves as the front line. That's what Five Stone is really about. A lot of people may sit back and say, oh, it's another, they're selling coffee, like these other big organizations, and they just give part of it to a good cause. No, that's not what we do at all. We have coffee as a way for us to raise funds, but we are the front line. We are the ones going and doing the work as well. We're the ones giving free trainings to people in need so they can go and help people as well. These people doing these mission works don't have endless funds. They have trouble getting money to even go and help people. So it's our calling and our mission to do this for free for those people. One of those people that we have been blessed to be able to help is called Global Redemption. Global Redemption came to us one day. I was doing a festival trying to grow Five Stone. So we were set up in this festival in the fall, and this horrible storm come through. A pop-up storm came, and I'm in our new vendor booth thing that I've got set up outdoors, this big tent, and I've got everything set up in our coffee bags and brochures and flyers and everything that we do. And here comes this horrible storm. I'm literally the only person out there, because I'm not losing everything that I've just worked for. So I'm inside this tent, holding this tent down. Massive storm comes through. Tents are blowing off everywhere. There's hail coming down, just torrential downpours and lightning. And I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying right here. Frontline does not leave when times get rough. I'm staying. So I stayed there. Storm passed. People came through and they're like, hey, like your stuff made it. I'm like, yeah, I stayed here in it, whatever. I'm like, what do you do? And I told them what I did. And it would do with these people from Global Redemption. Global Redemption is a mission group going into Haiti into some very dangerous situations, and they needed help and they needed training. So I felt like God put it on my heart to train these people for free. So we went and trained these people to help them be more prepared so they can respond in case an emergency happened while they were there, right? To continue to be able to serve. And then whenever they get there, they can also train people there that are in need as well. That's one of the big missions of Five Stone, right? So through some connections, all right, we met a gentleman by the name of Dave Savigny. If you're not familiar with who Dave Savigny is, you've probably been living under a rock, but here's Dave Savigny. Dave Savigny is a multiple-time world champion, national champion, firearms competitor, right? When I say multiple, I'm talking like 20 or 30. Like, it's crazy how much this guy has really done, right? So anyway, Dave Savigny become a good friend of ours, a good brother of ours. He knew of this organization out in Iowa, right? And he said, hey, I want you to call these people in Iowa. I think the things that you do might be of service to them. So I reached out and I called this guy. Didn't know who he was, didn't know what he did. And I was like, hey, I was giving your information. What can we do to help? Is there something that we can do to help? Well, this group was called Equipping the Persecuted. And he said, we go into Nigeria and we help rebuild Christian communities and villages after the terrorists come through and attack them. And I was like, what? Like, okay, how can I be of assistance? Like, I'm here in Central Kentucky. Like, I don't know what can I do? We need somebody to go and give medical supplies and train these guards protecting these Christian villages being attacked by terrorists, how to medically treat and extract and all this, because we're finding people that are in the bush that are being chopped up with machetes that have had some very significant injuries. Kids whose parents have been murdered by these terrorists, and they're going through and rebuilding orphanages and doing all this great, awesome work for these Christian villages, but they needed support. And this just took me by surprise. Like, it shouldn't have, I guess, because everything that's happened, God is putting all these people in place that I could not in a million years have made these connections. Like, I didn't do it, God did it. But I was just like, okay, like, God gave me this vision of Five Stone because I knew that He told me, you're going to help my people in need all across the world. But I had no idea how that was ever going to happen. So He has built all these connections, and now here we are. Now here we are going to Nigeria to help Christians that are being persecuted, which is exactly what God said was going to happen, but I had no idea how. That, people, is what Five Stone's all about. We're serving the front line. We're serving as the front line. We are continuing to grow and continuing to reach other people, and it's only because of people like you, our supporters. Our Five Stone Frontline Coffee is, I don't want that to be seen as just a coffee company. We set up and go places. Like, we were at this big, massive national event that is the world's biggest gun competition the other day, right? And we went down to this gun competition, and thanks to Ed White and Metal Madness, he got us down there. And Ruger came up, and Ruger's like, "Hey, what do you all do?" So we started telling the story, and they just couldn't believe it. They were just amazed at what we were trying to do in the mission that we were doing. And I said, we don't sell coffee to sell coffee. I'm not here in a coffee truck trying to make myself money to make a living. I am here on a mission to go help people that are in need. And coffee is our way to connect. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't have came up here to get this coffee, or any of the other thousands of people that I met that week. When people have a cup of Five Stone Frontline Coffee, they're joining the mission. They're joining a mission to serve other people in need. It's more than having that cup of gourmet coffee. Way more. Every time they take a drink, every time they pour a cup, or they make a pot, or they share some with a friend, they order it, they ship it to whoever, they are joining a mission of service. And that's why we created Five Stone Frontline Coffee. We didn't create it just to have a coffee company. So if you want to support Five Stone, but you can't do the missions, you can't do things that we do, you can still support through our coffee. You can get online at fivestoneusa.com, the number 5, fivestoneusa.com, and you can order our products. You can order our shirts, our hats, and sign up for classes, whatever you want to do. All that helps us to help other people. We can't do it without that. So let's say you have a business, you have an organization, your church, your whatever it is, your home, you want to put Five Stone Frontline Coffee as your main coffee in there. That is so huge because that spreads out, and Five Stone becomes a common household name. It becomes a common household mission. It becomes a mission for multiple homes across this country to help people in need, to help the people on the front line, the families of fallen frontline workers, the people who sacrifice every day for you. You're helping them. You're helping people across the globe that are in need, that are being killed and attacked. You're helping those people. That is what Five Stone's all about. And that's how you can kind of help us to grow and get to that level. Now, I want to give a shout out to a few people who have helped us get to where we are. Okay. First off, Tactical Rifleman. All right. I want you to check this out. Boom. This is Tactical Rifleman. Tactical Rifleman is a group of 5th Group, former Green Berets, IDF, counterterrorism unit, all these special forces who have been in combat, been on the front lines together in some crazy situations. And they have come back and they are trying to help citizens be more prepared. They have treated me so well and care about the Five Stone mission and what we're trying to do and provided just excellent training to help us to be able to help other people. I cannot thank Tactical Rifleman enough. Carl Erickson, Z. Durham, Emory Morgenstern, all the guys there at Tactical Rifleman. Thank you all so much for supporting us and for all your service and your sacrifice and everything that you've done to help us become more prepared. Thank you so much. Another person there that is actually at Tactical Rifleman is Emory Morgenstern. He owns a company called Prime Combat Training. As you can see here, you got the 2 flags, right? IDF Counterterrorism, Israeli Defense Force. Emory has become a good friend of mine. He has spent numerous times talking with me. He has got one-on-one work with me on certain techniques and skills and things to help me be better, to be more prepared. And the man is genuine, and it's hard to find that nowadays. So if you are looking for really good training, check out Tactical Rifleman. Check out Prime Combat Training. Really important. Finally, the last person I want to give a shout out to who has really been very helpful is Rob Carrera, Philo Blade Works. Rob has become just so close to Five Stone and to me that I can't even explain it. This man cares about our family. He cares about our mission. He cares about what we're doing. He is so incredibly supportive. He is working with us to join multiple elite training organizations together under one roof to be able to provide like an umbrella group for people to get some really good high-end training in various fields, and we all come together, right? Rob Carrera, check him out at Philo Blade Works, a professional precision knife maker for multiple companies, as well as his own Philo Blade Works knives. Check them out. Guys, pretty much that's what I want to share with you is what Five Stone is and where we're going and how you can be a part. So if you really want to help us, if you really want to join the mission, follow us. Like this video, share this video everywhere that you possibly can. Subscribe to us on all the social media, on our podcast. That's on Spotify, Amazon, our YouTube channel, everywhere. Spreading the word is the most important thing because that helps us build connections, and building those connections leads to people who know somebody in need. And that's what we're here for, is to help people in need. And we can't help people in need if the people don't know that we're here to help. So sharing this with us, getting our coffee, putting our Five Stone Frontline Coffee in your organization, in your church, in your business, wherever it's at, that's a way that you can join the mission every single day, every day of your life. When you have a cup of Five Stone, you know you're doing something bigger than yourself, bigger than Five Stone. It's God's mission to help people in need. That's what we're all about. So with that, I'm going to sign off, guys. FiveStoneUSA.com, the number 5, FiveStoneUSA.com. We want you to be prepared to respond and serve, because someday you are going to be somebody's first responder. It's going to happen. You're going to be there first. And are you ready? If not, we'll help you get ready. Thank you so much, guys. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you more than what you know. Prepare, respond, serve. This is 5 Stone. We're out.